Good evening and welcome to an evening of Assassin's Creed Odyssey adventure mode, which is something they introduced in the last three of the games, and I think they'll do it in their next one as well, where it allows you to run around the game without being attacked, or you can do exploring and run around. And they have tour guides. They give the historical points of interest. So let's go in and take a look here. Now the advantage they did primarily is for educators, as well as just those who want children, for example, who might want to play and not have to worry about bad guys. You select the Discovery Tour. You have a couple different options of where you're going to want to be. Go and circle through the hints. Gives you a little information. And I always appreciate a subscription and a like. It helps with the algorithms. It's a new channel starting out. So bear with the faux pas. Really are trying the video and had the sound effects turned way too high. They got phone calls and they can be a mess. Such is the fun of doing live. I will fork them out. I look forward to that. Now the synchronized thing has to do with the playing of the game. In Discovery mode you have all the flight points. And you can jump. Most of the time you want to jump for a leap. It's called the Leap of Faith. If you happen to watch the movie, you'll see the world record for the largest or longest free fall of a stuntman. I don't think they quite intended to have that happen, but so what you look for is you can go to tour guides that will tell you, and you can see the symbols will show up on the maps. You can run around and decide you want to climb up statue. What tourist hasn't tried to do this? I wouldn't recommend it in real life, but in the game you can certainly do it. Go to the Colosseum and go up and climb up on the roof. There's much scenery to see. And you come into here, you can do the interact, get more information. I bought the game for my wife simply because we're going to go to Italy and Greece. It gives her a chance to kind of go exploring. With, granted, this is ancient times and not current, but you get a lot of historical perspectives if you want a horse. You can summon a horse. I use a game controller. There's keyboard combines for it too. So you can ride around. And people interact. There's quite the views that you see from here. In the game itself, you get a lot of quests that go from point A to point B, and you kind of get a really good view. So if you wanted to go to a different spot, as you can see, all the flight points are out there. So if I want to go to Macedonia, also Macadamia. In the game, you have to discover each flight point. That's where the synchronization comes in. And there's, I'll do this on the next one. You can see the graphic that it goes around and kind of shows what the bird. Highly recommend the Assassin's Creed movie. It is, in my opinion, well done. So when you hit synchronize, this is the graphic you see in the game. See the bird here is a big play in the movie. People who watch the movie probably didn't understand the bird significance. But again, you can see the view now. If you look down, you're way up in the air, and there's places to jump. And in this case, I missed. Now in the game, I probably would have died. But in discovery mode, you're kind of indestructible at discovering. Which is kind of nice. So who doesn't want to jump off a big thing and see it survive? Again, don't do that in real life. But you can go through the different forests and villages and see stuff, and the views are fantastic. Now you can use boats in the game. There's big boats and little boats. You get into seafaring battles in the game. Discovery mode, I don't think you can do that, but you can get boats. I'll go see if I can find one here. But you'll find boats on shores, the docks. Invariably, of course, I'm not going to find one doing this, but. And you can go out in the water, go underwater. In fact, when you're riding the boats, you have to be careful of the marine life because they will wreck your boat. Let's go look at a little another nugget of property here. We'll go to let's go out to the island over here. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it if you subscribe and like the videos. It helps. Again, here you can see there's no... This one has leaves down there. So you jump and you land, and it absorbs a lot of the damage. This is where you can come down and go down and get a boat if you want to go around. Tells you a bit about the temple, so you get a lot of historical tidbits. There are wildlife, lions and whatnot, that in the game might aggro to you, meaning that they'll attack and you can kill them. But in discovery mode, they clearly don't. So you can jump. It will dismount you on occasion. It's kind of the fun of it. Stuff you wouldn't do in real life. Here's a lot of questing that goes on in this area. See the purple thing where you can get more information on stuff. I'm trying to find a boat here. I think I'm in luck. But I'll find one. Yeah, you can be as rude as you want, or you can run through people. So for here, for example, you can jump down on the dock and take command. And you go out and Go cruising. You will see wildlife. There are underwater places you can dive down to. In the game, there's quests to find stuff. And there is marine life that will attack you. Also, if you go out too far in the open ocean with a little boat like this, the waves can break your boat because it's not designed to be on the big water. And bigger boats will crush you as well. But the scenery and the way they do this is really fantastic. You can go around and do a 360. And if you decide you want to go somewhere else in the middle of doing your boating, you can go and just pick a place. Now, granted, these are all already found. So let's say for the sake of argument, I want to go to Temple. You can mix keyboard and controller playing this. So it depends upon how easy it is for you. But yeah, if you have kids that like to just run around and have fun, you can get them into discovery mode. Or even a spouse. In my case. So now we're back, I think they already are over here. But if you want to run around the roof, you can. Stand up here and enjoy the view. I'll blow one of these up. We do an interacting, it kind of tells you a little bit about the Sphinx and Odyssey, so you can learn more as you go. So, I mean, from that standpoint, it is a well done little tidbit. You can get rewards. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but it's not like there's a competition. Somewhere in going to Attica or Foundry Hephaestus. You can go to Temple of Poseidon, Hydria, Melos. The reason they have these tunnelings in the game, it's a kind of a thing where the person's wired in and is being fed into this. The movie explains a lot that when you play the game, you're playing a memory. So you come up here and you can see there isn't really anything to jump into down there, so you gotta pick and choose. And you can see that you don't get hurt jumping in the game. You probably would. You get an idea how big it is with the open world. But that's kind of it. Highly recommend it as part of the game to enjoy. You can spend hours just going exploring. More, playing the game obviously gets a little more content in the sense that you have to go places, but you kind of get to see how people look like they lived and interacted back then. You don't have to worry about getting attacked. And they try to do the languages in the background as realistically as possible, which makes it even that much more interesting. But I thought I would do a quick live video on discovery mode. in one of the games, and since I hadn't done Odyssey yet, I figured I would do that and give you an idea of what to expect. Again, you can do a circle around and see things. If you want to go up there, you can climb mountains. All kinds of things you can do. But I think I'm going to call it on that. Appreciate you coming, and thanks for watching. And should you decide you want to partake, please do. It's well worth it. You do have to buy the game, but it comes as part of the game, and then you can also play it if you want to start a character and run around. And that's it for now. Have a great evening and stay safe.